Welcome, dear dreamer, to Evernight Stories. This is your moment to slow down, to let the noise of the day fall away like petals on quiet water. Wherever you are resting, allow your breath to soften now, in and out, calm and steady. Tonight, we return to a world where light lives gently in the dark. It is a place of quiet rivers, wooden bridges, and lanterns that drift endlessly toward the horizon. The air hums softly here, not with sound, but with the faint shimmer of peace. You stand at the edge of the silent river, just as twilight deepens into blue. Before you stretches an old bridge made of pale wood, its railings carved smooth by countless passing hands. Each plank glows faintly beneath your feet, as if remembering the warmth of all who once crossed it. The scent of water lilies lingers in the air, mingling with the whisper of the current below. Far down the river, lanterns begin to appear, small at first, like scattered stars fallen to earth. They float closer, their reflections stretching long and gold upon the surface. Each carries a small flame that flickers softly with every breath of wind. Take a slow breath in and step onto the bridge. The world seems to hush around you, leaving only the sound of your heartbeat and the murmur of water. Let the night guide you now, one quiet step at a time. The journey across the lantern bridge has begun. Moon. The first plank beneath your foot hums softly, like a low note struck upon still water. It is not a sound exactly, more a vibration that travels upward through your body, reminding you that even wood and air can breathe. You pause there for a moment, feeling that quiet pulse, in and out. Your breath joins the rhythm of the bridge. The lanterns drift nearer now. Their light gathers along the riverbanks, painting gold ripples that reach for the shore. Each one moves differently, some spinning slowly, some gliding in near-perfect stillness, as if listening to the current's whisper. When they pass beneath you, their glow touches the underside of the bridge, scattering faint halos of amber around your feet. The air carries a cool sweetness, a mingling of river mist and distant blossoms. It feels alive, like something that has waited for this exact moment, for someone to cross quietly, without hurry. You take another step, the wood creaking softly in reply. Somewhere among the reeds, a single nightbird calls once, then falls silent again. Up ahead, A faint shimmer hovers above the railing. Tiny sparks, bright as pinpoints of dawn. Fireflies. Dozens of them, rising and falling in a rhythm that matches your breathing. They weave lazy patterns in the air, small lanterns of their own making. Their glow flickers gently against your hands when you lift them, soft, harmless, like warm rain light. You notice how the night seems to breathe with you. Every inhale draws the stars a little closer. Every exhale sends a ripple across the water below. The world is utterly still, yet full of quiet motion. A memory stirs, perhaps of a bridge you once crossed long ago, or of a night when you watched the river carry candles downstream. You can't quite place it, but it settles over you like the weight of a comforting blanket. Here, nothing is asked of you. No need to remember names, or hours, or tasks left undone. Only to walk and breathe and watch the light drift by. The bridge curves gently toward the center of the river. From this point, the banks begin to blur into mist. It feels as if you are walking not above water, but across a field of stars. Each lantern reflection stretches long and trembling beneath you, connecting earth and sky. You rest your hands upon the wooden rail. It is smooth and warm, though the night is cool. The grain of the wood glows faintly, soaked with a lifetime of sunlight, now stored and softened by time. You trace it slowly, as if reading an old, forgotten story with your fingertips. Somewhere deep beneath the river, the sigh sighs, a single, low exhale. You answer it without thinking, in and out. The breath feels lighter now, unburdened. More lanterns appear, hundreds perhaps, their tiny flames swaying in invisible wind. They pass in small clusters, like families of light finding their way home. The fireflies follow them, spiraling gently above the current. The bridge seems to glow from within, the wood catching echoes of every flame. You take another slow step, then another. The night does not rush you. Time here moves differently, not forward, but in soft circles, like ripples spreading, then fading. Each moment repeats itself with new calm. You pause again, looking up. The moon has risen fully now, veiled in pale clouds that drift like silk. Its reflection joins the lanterns on the river, larger and steadier, watching you pass. It feels almost like an old friend, silent, patient, smiling. You take one last deep breath before continuing, the air cool and fragrant in your chest. The bridge stretches ahead, glowing faintly, endless in the night. And as you walk onward, a feeling of gentle wonder settles around you, as if every plank beneath your feet were guiding you not toward the other side, but deeper into peace itself. The night breathes with you, in and out, still and quiet. The journey continues. Halfway across the bridge, the world grows softer. The distant shore fades into silver mist, and the sky stretches open, deep indigo, filled with quiet stars. Here, the river widens, and its current slows to a near standstill. Lanterns drift lazily beneath you, so close that you can almost reach their faint warmth. You lean on the railing, watching them pass. Their reflections shimmer, doubling the light. Above and below, twin worlds of gold and glass. The water's surface holds them gently, a moving mirror that trembles with each breath of wind. A single flame wavers, then steadies again. It reminds you of your own breath, how it sometimes falters, then finds its rhythm once more. In and out. The wooden planks beneath you feel alive, as though they too are breathing. Somewhere behind the mist, a soft sound hums through the air. Not quite a melody, but something close. It might be the river's voice, or the whisper of air against reeds, or simply silence rearranging itself into music. The light reflects against your face. Each glow touches your skin like the brush of a memory. Faint warmth, then fading again. You realize that the river is carrying more than lanterns. It carries the day itself, the worries and weight of hours long gone. And as each light drifts past, it seems to take one of those thoughts with it, drawing it softly downstream. You imagine letting one lantern go, unseen, only in your mind. It holds a thought, perhaps a moment you no longer need to keep. You picture it resting on the water, the small flame steady and kind. The current takes it slowly away until it becomes one among thousands, no longer yours, no longer heavy. A breeze stirs, carrying the scent of cool rain somewhere far off. The fireflies gather again, swirling like tiny comets around the lanterns. Their movements trace invisible constellations, each a quiet echo of the stars above. The air seems to shimmer with their songless rhythm. You close your eyes. The darkness is not empty. It glows faintly, the way light lingers behind closed lids. You listen to the pulse of the river, to the faint wooden sigh of the bridge, and to the sound of your own slow breathing. Everything is joined in one quiet pattern. When you open your eyes again, the lanterns have multiplied. They filled the river as far as you can see, an endless trail of gold stretching into the horizon. They drift without rush, unhurried, content simply to move. Their light seems to grow softer as they go, not fading, but deepening, like embers settling into warmth. Somewhere in the mist ahead, you glimpse the outline of another bridge, or perhaps a reflection of your own. The night folds inward, repeating itself, serene and endless. A gentle thought passes through you. Maybe every crossing leads to the same still place, where the river meets the sky and everything rests. You breathe with that thought, in and out. The lanterns drift on. Each carries a whisper of light, small but infinite when joined together. For a long while, you simply stand there, watching the slow shimmer of the river, feeling the bridge cradle you in its quiet strength. No need to move yet. The night is in no hurry. When you finally take another step forward, the wood beneath your feet hums softly again, and the lanterns seem to follow. 1,000 tiny suns moving with you, guiding you deeper into calm. The journey continues, each breath lighter, each moment slower, each heartbeat in time with the river. You walk onward, and the world changes. The mist that once hovered above the water begins to glow from within, as though every droplet has learned to hold its own small piece of light. The bridge stretches farther than your eyes can see now, a ribbon of soft wood suspended between stars and water. Each step feels lighter than the last, as though gravity itself has softened to match the rhythm of your breath. The lanterns beneath you drift more slowly here. They seem to hover in place, their reflections still and perfect. The current has become invisible. Only the faintest ripple betrays its presence. It feels as if the river has fallen asleep, and you are walking through its dream. Somewhere ahead, a faint melody rises, fragile, airy, like moonlight turned into sound. It has no words, only a pattern that repeats itself like waves touching shore. It hums through the planks, through the rails, through the night itself. Each note is a breath, and between them lies perfect quiet. You close your eyes, listening. The melody drifts closer, and with it a sense of being remembered, not by someone, but by the night, as if it has waited for you to return, not as a traveler, but as part of itself. You take a slow breath, in and out. The melody swells, faint but certain, moving through you like light through glass. The world becomes simple again. Sound, air, heart, stillness. You no longer know where the bridge ends or begins, only that every direction leads deeper into peace. Fireflies appear again, thousands this time. They rise from the mist like sparks of golden wind, swirling around you in wide, slow circles. Their glow softens the world until all sharpness disappears. You can no longer tell whether they are flying through the air or drifting beneath the water's surface. Everything mirrors everything else. Sky within river, lantern within star. you within the breath of the night. You pause midway, the melody now steady and clear. It sounds like it is being played by unseen hands, perhaps the river itself, brushing its current against the bridge's hollow heart. Each note lingers, warm and round, dissolving gently into silence before the next begins. It feels endless, yet it never repeats exactly the same. You feel the night moving through you, a slow tide of calm. Every thought that once pressed at the edges of your mind loosens, like sand carried off by gentle water. You realize there is no need to hold on to anything here, not even to the sound, not even to the light. It all exists perfectly in motion, then fades, and that fading is its beauty. You rest your hand on the railing. The wood is warm now, glowing faintly beneath your palm. It hums with the same note as the melody, not separate, but part of one long breath that stretches across the bridge, across the river, across you. Far above, the clouds drift apart to reveal a vast moon, low and silver. Its light spills across the water in a broad path that meets the bridge halfway. You stand where they touch, moonlight above, lantern light below, and for a heartbeat, everything aligns. The world holds still, and you are at its quiet center. Breathe in and out. The air feels weightless. The music fades into the distance, leaving only silence, soft, luminous, whole. You take one last look at the glowing river below, and then continue forward. Your steps so quiet, they seem made of light. Each movement carries you deeper into stillness, toward the far end of the bridge where the mist gathers like dawn, waiting to be born. At last, the bridge begins to meet the land again. The mist grows brighter ahead, the lanterns thinning until only a few remain, drifting slowly, as though reluctant to leave. Each one passes beneath you with a soft sigh, its glow dimming to a quiet ember before vanishing into the folds of night. You step down onto the far bank. The ground feels steady, cool, covered in dew. Tall reeds sway gently beside the water, brushing against your hands like threads of silk. The air here is filled with the faint scent of pine and rain. Clean, grounding, still. Behind you, the lantern bridge glows softly in the dark, a trail of gold stretching into the mist. It feels both near and far, like a memory you could return to whenever the world grows too loud. One lantern rests by your feet, caught in the reeds. Its flame flickers once, then steadies, pulsing faintly with your breath. You kneel beside it, feeling the warmth of its small, faithful light. It does not ask to be kept or released. It only shines, quietly, as all true light does. You breathe with it now, in and out. The night answers with stillness. The world hums softly, balanced and whole. There is nothing left to reach for, nothing left undone. Only this moment where light and dark meet in peace. Let the sound of the river fade, let the air grow softer around you, and let your breath find its slowest rhythm. There is nothing more to do now, only sleep.